Welcome back to the Arsenal Hub, and today we unpack what could be a critical moment in the Premier League title as the football club Arsenal were held to a frustrating 1-1 draw by the football club Brighton at the Amex Stadium. A game that started with so much promise for the Gunners ended in disappointment, leaving the football club Liverpool family in control at the top of the table. So let's start with the facts. Arsenal entered this game needing 3 points to make sure that they can stay in the hunt for the football title. But they definitely were already 5 points behind the football club Liverpool, who, as we definitely could see on the table, as we can see on the table right about now as it stands, they definitely have 2 games in hand. So the pressure was quite on, and the football club Arsenal looked to teenage sensational Ethan Nwaneri to make sure they can deliver, and also he definitely did not disappoint. He did deliver. In the 16th minute, will be noted that Ethan Nwaneri became the difference between the two clubs. He became the difference maker. So a clever flick from Mikel Arteta sent him charging down the right, and the 17-year-old definitely showed incredible composure to cut inside and also fire past Brighton's goalkeeper. So at the moment, it looked like Arsenal were on track to make sure that they can secure a vital win. So Ethan Nwaneri's goal also cemented his place in the record books, just the 60th player, to score multiple Premier League goals before turning 18. So we know that I definitely joined an elite group, including the football legends like Wayne Rooney and Michael Owen. But the story did not just end there. Despite taking the lead, Arsenal really fluttered in the second half, and Brighton found their equalizer through a controversial penalty awarded with William Saliba's attempt to clear the ball, which resulted in contact with Joao Pedro, and we know that Pedro stepped up and calmly slaughtered the ball past David Raya, leveling the score to 1-1. So this is now the 9th time in the Premier League history that Arsenal have failed to win a game home and also away after taking the lead in both encounters. And also, interestingly, Brighton remain the only team to have achieved this feat against the football club Arsenal, and we're talking about twice. So having done so previously in the 2018-2019 season, really, that's how it's gone again today. So ladies and gentlemen, now let's talk about what this results really means to the football club Arsenal. After 20 matches played, Arsenal sit second in the Premier League table with 40 points. That's 5 behind the football club Liverpool, who have played just 18 games. And if Liverpool win their 2 games in hand against Manchester United and Everton, they would definitely pull 11 points clear. So for a team chasing their first title in 2 decades, really, this draw feels like a major, and I must say, a major setback. So the broader context of Arsenal's season is definitely important right about here. No team won more points in the Premier League in 2024 than the football club Arsenal, and with 85 points, 26 wins, and 89 goals scored last year, we definitely know that Arsenal showcased a remarkable consistency, but actually, as we've seen so often, success in the Premier League, is definitely as much about seizing the critical moments as it is about a long-term consistency, which is definitely needed by the football club Arsenal. So what went wrong for Arsenal today is the question. What exactly went wrong? One word to describe what went wrong is inefficiency. So, why do I say it's inefficiency? Because I say inefficiency because despite controlling large portions of the game, Arsenal failed to control their dominancy into clear-cut chances, So the statistics tell the story, Arsenal managed just 0.84 compared to Brighton 1.59, and that's the XG. And it wasn't quite impressive in ways, even when Arsenal tried. But even with football players like Martin Odegaard and also Gabriel Martinelli introduced from the bench, Mikel Arteta's side lacked that cutting edge that was needed, very much needed, to make sure that they can break down Brighton's stubborn defense, So Brighton, on the other hand, let's talk a little bit about Brighton, So Brighton, on the other hand, they deserve immense credit for their resilience, and we know a few football players like Fabian, Fabian's side have definitely now drawn four consecutive Premier League matches and remain winless in their last 8. Yet against Arsenal, they showed tactical discipline and mental maturity. So Joao Pedro, who has definitely now been directly involved in 21 goals this very season, once again proved that he is one to watch on almost every game and is definitely proved his value. So this draw also raises questions about actually Arsenal's squad depth, and it is definitely one to look into, and also the tactical flexibility. With key football players like Bukayo Saka unavailable due to a hamstring injury, and also football players like the former Manchester City football player and who moved from Manchester City to Chelsea and is now on loan to Arsenal. We're talking about Raheem Sterling. Definitely, Arsenal's been forced to do a few things because of these football players who've definitely been unavailable. So Arsenal has been forced to experiment. Declan Rice deployed as a makeshift right back, and worked tirelessly, but was unable to influence the game in the way Arsenal have definitely been doing it with the football players on. Meanwhile, Leandro Trossard, facing his former football club, was largely ineffective, failing to capitalize on his opportunities, something that we need to look into. Anyway, and there is also the issue of substitutions. Mikel Arteta's decision to replace Ethan Nwaneri at halftime may raise eyebrows, because Ethan Nwaneri was playing quite well. Why did he even decide to get the young lad off? And while it's understandable, you want to protect a young football player from unnecessary pressure, and also the fact that there was quite a lot. You could have said it was a lot for him being a young player. And Nwaneri was one of Arsenal's brightest sparks in the first half. If I were Mikel Arteta, I'm telling you now, I would not substitute that young lad. Could his really continued presence, could it have made the difference? Let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. And looking ahead, Arsenal definitely face a crucial period with Liverpool pulling away at the top, So every point becomes very, very vital. So the January transfer window represents and presents an opportunity for reinforcement, whether it is a new striker for the cover to make sure that they can cover for Bukayo Saka, or a creative midfield to unlock stubborn defenses. Mikel Arteta must act quick and decisively. Failure to do so could definitely see Arsenal's promising season unravel. But let's end on a note of optimism. Ethan Nwaneri's rise is a testament to Arsenal's commitment, actually to developing young talent. And at just the age of 17 years, he has the potential to become a generational talent for their club, for the football club, as we definitely saw Bukayo Saka rise from the academy. And while this draw feels like a setback, really the Premier League season is definitely quite long, and the title race is definitely far from over. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Arsenal Hub, and do not forget to like, comment, and also subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the Arsenal's journey, of the football club Arsenal's journey. And let us know in the comment section what you definitely think. Can Arsenal still win the title, or has Liverpool already run away with the football English Premier League title? Until next time, stay tuned and keep believing and keep supporting your football club Arsenal. Thank you and goodbye for now. This is the Arsenal Hub.